So the car's name's actually Lucy.
Yeah. So I've never actually been big on naming my cars.
Yeah.
But I know a lot of people who, for some reason, a lot of people do. And hey, more power to them. That's not really my thing, but I had a coworker, I think it was a coworker, maybe. This was years ago when I first got it. It was like, so what are you going to name the car? I was like, I'm not going to. And like kept asking. And one of the things...
Only a car guy or gal would ask that question to you.
Yeah.
Right? That's not a normal...
Maybe. Yeah.
I don't think normal people ask those questions. I mean, normal people being that they don't have to be racing, but just if somebody asks you what the name of your car is, they're kind of into car.
They recognize that it's
not an A to B.
Like there's
an A to B.
Yeah, there's at least like a subconscious like recognition, like
well, a lot of people drive cars.
Anthropomorphization in the personalities of the cars. They're very...
Well, I've met a lot of people that literally, when you have a conversation with them, they literally drive cars just to get from here to here. If that car was a Ferrari, if it was a truck, it was this, it's like, what's the best gas mileage? What's the cheapest or whatever, or what looks okay? Okay. It's like, I want something that looks cool.
Yeah.
I don't want
things
okay.
that always kind of...
Sometimes you got to deal with okay until you get to cool, but that's fine. But at least if you're like, I want cool, but I have okay, that's fine too.
Well,
but if you're just like, look, I could buy cool, but I settled for okay, I'm like, that's not a car person.
So
right?
That's also so that's also the beauty of them, is you can buy something that's okay and incrementally take it to cool through modding it. And that's what's, that's what I think is.
But it's like making car noises when you're a kid. It's like, it may not make that noise now, but I aspire for it to make that noise. But if you just flat out tell me I want it to, and I guess maybe if you're an electric car owner, you don't want it to make noise, but, I guess the point is that if somebody randomly asks you what the name of your car is, it's going to be somebody who appreciates cars.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because the A to B person is
the A to B thing. One of the things that's always bewildered me is that a person can, and not judging anyone who's just not into cars.
There's no judgment.
Okay.
It's just how you know who a car person is.
I'm a little judge. I'm judging this tiniest little bit though, because one of the things that blows my mind is that it's like, okay, the idea that a person can be comfortable piloting a 4,000+ pound, their SUV or their truck, 4,000 pound mass of steel down a highway 10 to 15 feet from other people doing the exact same thing, all while 5 feet in front of them, there are thousands of explosions going on in this cast iron or this aluminum thing, or that, they can entrust doing that, or their lives to the safety equipment or their brakes or whatever it is, and have no idea how any of it works and not even have the slightest curiosity. That is an incredible amount of faith. I don't have it. That's always been something that's kind of blown my mind. It's like, you're not even slightly curious how this thing, like this system on your car that keeps you from dying every 5 minutes functions. Yeah. And so, but that's just me. That's just kind of
like, you hear a different noise and you're like,
oh yeah,
that's not supposed to be there. Get in someone else's car and you're like, there's a lot of noises in it.
Yeah, it's like, hey, that like
your wheel bearings are gone. You get into a lot of Ubers and you hear the wheel bearings are gone. It's
you hear that pulsating hum.
You're like, what? And then, you're hitting bumps and you're like always rocking around. You're like, your shocks are blown.
Yeah. You hear the clunk.
I'm like, dude.
Bushing's gone.
Yeah, I don't need this thing to get...
Lifter tick.
It's just...
when was the last time you changed your oil?
just all sorts of stuff. But again, it's just not their thing.
Yeah.
But that... I remember this movie, I think it was Shooter with Mark Wahlberg.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He goes to the old sniper guy,
mm-hmm.
and he's not blind or anything, but Mark Wahlberg was talking to the old sniper guy and was like, I'm a gun ear, and he's like, let me see your hand. Grabs his hand and like rubs the calluses and goes, okay. Like, That's what I'm saying is somebody asks you about the name of your car. It's like,
There's certain things.
I know you're a car person.
Yeah.
We could dive into more conversations. I'll tell you the reason why, but
there's certain.
So you named it. Long story.
Yeah. Long story short, I
named it Lucy.
I didn't actually.
Lucille Ball had red hair.
No, it's actually an explanation that my pastor father is probably not going to be as super stoked about.
Lucifer.
So one of the things that everyone noticed about my car, and I did not do this, this was just the way it worked out, is that my license plate is LYS 9666.
Oh.
And a lot of people think that was an intentional, like, oh, why would you do this? Like, I didn't.
Right.
Not intentional. I've never been, I will probably at some point, I'll do some kind of like, I don't know, vanity plate or something, but
yes.
And so it's red, the license plate, it's constant. When you drive it in the rain, it's constantly trying to kill you. And so it ended up kind of, it got that nickname. Everyone's got a red devil, something.
Right.
Arrow.
That's cool. Oh, that's cool.
So Lucifer got shortened down to Lucy. And so that's that. But I don't even know that I've ever called it that. I don't even think I came up with it, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's been years ago.
Yeah.
But it just stuck.
Yeah.
I needed an Instagram handle, and that was...
Yeah. Well, that's how it works.
Although, I did find out recently, so I have a pretty decent little following. Nothing like what you're working with, but one day I will. However, I had an interaction that kind of called into question. I was like, holy crap. One guy, I think he might go by like Black Y2K on Instagram. We were chatting, and we've interacted a few times via social media. He's been following me for a couple of years now, and we had this little interaction, and I don't remember exactly how it came to be, but basically he was like, dude, this whole time I thought you were a chick. I was like, really? And then I thought about it. I was like, my faces, I don't have pictures of myself. It's all just the car. And I was like, how many of my...
I thought it was cool that a chick had a red Corvette. It's like a song.
He was like, oh, you're a dude? No, but...
That's
so
funny.
Now I'm
That's
like,
funny.
How many of the people that follow, like, because I think I'm a little over 4,000 right now. Like, how many of the people on Instagram follow me thinking that, like, one day that I'm going to, like, just all of a sudden post, I'm a chick that's going to post some first...
Oh, you got to change your name on there. And boy, Lucifer ZOC written out. That's like...
Yeah, but, well, this is...
You may not want that, though.
No, because then I'll have to answer questions, because...
Right.
As much as I tried, my mom found my YouTube channel, and she follows it, and she if I swear, she's like, I really wish you wouldn't do that. And so it's just easier not to explain it.